Hello, I'm Debbie Crawford, and we were here with Steve Zimmer. You are with who, Steve?
Well, I'm here representing Imaginarium Convention, and it's third year this year.
Oh my goodness. Now, Imaginarium doesn't really tell you what this event is about, so you want to tell everybody what the event really is?
I sure will. It's a convention that's all about creative writing. And when I say that, I mean all genres. We're talking mystery, we're talking romance, we're talking fantasy, science fiction, everything. And not only that, we're also talking about writing in terms of screenwriting for movies.
Right.
We're talking about writing for game design, which is what's lead to your video games and things like that, and comic creators. So when we talk writing, it's a broad picture.
And then you're going to have different people there teaching small courses.
Oh yes, all 3 days.
Events.
It's content rich. I mean, it has all the content of a major writers conference. It's got over 100 panels and probably about 20 to 25 workshops that take place through the 3-day period, and they cover everything from the craft of writing to all the genres to how to get published, things about blogging. I mean, we cover cover every topic you can possibly imagine.
Now, how many publishing companies are going to be at this event?
There's going to be quite a few. I need to check on our latest count,
Yes.
but we definitely have. I know there's at least 6 that are taking pitch sessions at the event. 6 that are taking actual formal scheduled pitch sessions at the event. But there's many more than that are in attendance or have representatives attending. And so we do have a nice diverse group of publishers that will be present.
Now, who are the people you're really targeting that you want them to come to this event? Is there any one specific, or is this a wide group of?
Well, the thing about this is that it does have a lot of great programming content, but it also has a lot of the fun stuff. I mean, we have a film festival, we have a full-blown expo, and that's open to the general public for free. And we also have things like gaming, we have a masquerade and costume contest, we have live entertainment, including like a magician and a hypnotist, and all kinds of fun stuff. So honestly, I mean, readers, people from the general public, people that like books and movies, I mean, they would have a lot of fun at it, but at the same time, it's also very targeted to writers, filmmakers, gaming people, comic creators, artists, creative folks.
So people that want to actually learn to write can go to this. Mm-hmm. If you're already writing a book and you want to know how to publish it or how to make it better, you can go to this. You all also have people that will edit things for them.
Oh, we have many amazing pro editors that are going to be there. They'll be on panels. They'll be easy to meet and talk to. The thing about our guests that's wonderful is they're very easy to approach. I mean, people that do not have any books published, anything, will have no problem talking to people that have actually done editing work for like New York Times bestselling authors. It's a really nice environment, and the kind of guests we have are really approachable. So people can get their questions answered.
And I know a couple of them that love red ink. So.
Oh yes, most editors do.
I don't like red ink, but these guys love to get a hold of a book and make it look better. So if you have all that red ink in your novel, it's not being mean or hateful to you.
It's not being
they're just
constructive.
Constructive. They're trying to make it better for you and the reader when they buy your book. So I just get tickled when somebody says, "I can't wait to get my red ink pen out."
Oh yes, those editors are fond of that.
They do love that, don't they? So now, the dates of this event are?
They're October the 7th through October the 9th, and that's a Friday through a Sunday.
Friday through a Sunday. So it's 2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to be there. And then can you tell them maybe some of the times of different things that's going to be going on?
Sure. On Friday, the panel programming, the panels and workshops and things, they start about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we have big opening ceremonies event at 9 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, we start an evening of entertainment on that Friday. And the Saturday is a massive day. I mean, we start our day probably about 10 a.m. And I mean, it'll go all the way to midnight. I mean, and it's filled with, the vendor hall. I mean, everything runs concurrently. And if you go on our website, you can see, there's more stuff to do than you possibly can do. So you have to almost look at our schedule and almost make your plan on what you want to do.
Choose the things that you want to sit in on.
Choose the thing, And so it's quite a bit. And then Sunday will run from roughly about 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Now, where can they go to get an actual scheduling of this? Is there a website? Is there a Facebook page? Where is the actual schedule for this that they can find easily?
Yeah, if you find us on social media, on Twitter or Facebook or anything, we always have links going back to their website. Our website is entertheimaginarium.com.
Entertheimaginarium.com
is the address, and But if you find us on Facebook under Imaginarium Convention or Twitter or any social media, I mean, you can always, I mean, we have links to our sites everywhere on our social media.
Everything crosses over nowadays.
So they can just link right into our site.
Right.
And we'll also, in addition to our site, toward the event, we'll also go live with an event-based app that people can download on their phones.
Oh,
and that schedule is
great.
kept up to date so people can actually navigate the convention using that phone app.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. I think this is really neat because I know when I was younger, I had friends that loved to write books, but they didn't know who to talk to publish the book. They didn't know who to talk to as far as getting artwork done for a book, or even how the book should begin. They just knew they wanted to write a book and they wrote it, but they didn't have a beginning. You know, how do you start the book? And we had no one to go to. Well, now you've got this. If you want to write a book, or if you're thinking, do I really want to write this book? How involved is it going to be? You can go down here and ask them. You can find out how intense it is, people you need to talk to, artwork, whatever. It's there. So.
And we give you all the options too, because I mean, we have a true mix of all types of publishing.
Yes.
We have people that are self-published. We have people that are small press and independent press. I mean, one of our featured guests is Jason Sizemore, who runs Apex Book Company, which is one of the best independent presses in the nation. And then you have people that are dealing with the major press. Editors and writers and people like that. One of our Imaginators, Elizabeth Beverly, is a New York Times best-selling romance author.
Oh, yeah.
And so she knows how to deal with the major press. And I mean, so we've got people on all levels. And so basically, no matter what your goal is with your book, I mean, you can find people that can talk to that.
And it's not just the publishers. You have all different artists. They can design the book cover, or they can design the artwork inside the book, or just design your logo even. You know, they can go little or make it really huge. But it's just neat to have all that resource under one building.
Oh, yes.
For the weekend.
Yeah, and and like I say, the environment is what it makes it so great, because it's not it's very inclusive, it's very welcoming, it's not stuffy. It's a kind of place where people can sit down and talk and meet each other, and it's comfortable, so it's easy for people to connect and network. And so that's one thing I've driven hard to develop. And if you look at our testimonials, I mean, I think we've definitely achieved that. I
think you have achieved that. Yeah, I noticed that the last interview we did together, that any question that was asked during that day, everybody was very helpful. It didn't matter how big of a question it was. If they had to go do research for it, they stopped and they went and looked it up, or they answered the question, and then the next person would come up and ask a question. So it was very impressive to me that everybody took time for whoever was there. You know, so
that's the kind of world we have. So
yes. And I think that's what makes it successful.
And we do work hard to get the right kinds of guests, the kinds of people that are approachable. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I think you all do that. So, now, is there anything else we need to make sure they know before we send them out? Make sure they come to...
I encourage people to try it out, because everybody that tries it out just loves it and returns. And so, you can get day passes. So if you only want to come one day, you can get day passes. And I do advise people to pre-register, because then they can people that are registered can sign up for the really high-end workshop slots. There are no extra charges for that. When you register, you have access to everything Imaginarium. There's no additional charges. So
now, what is the registration fee?
Our weekend registration for all 3 days is $65.
Oh my goodness!
And that covers. And when you compare that to writers' conferences that charge $200, $300, $400 for registration, and then you look at what we offer, I mean, it's the value is amazing. So, and you look at most larger conventions and stuff now. I mean, they're all charging in that range. Period, even for fan conventions.
Yes, they are. But I think this one's a little different because this is very dear to your all's heart. Everybody that's involved with this one. This is more of a passionate type event, because
you're all passion project.
You're all passionate about it, and you want to share that with people that are interested in the same thing.
Absolutely.
So I think that.
And we've been there where we needed somebody to go to, or needed somebody to help us, and that's not been there. We understand what that's like, and so this is our chance to help that process.
And it's a chance to give back.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
So we try to make it as accessible as possible, and so that's why we keep our registrations on the lower scale, so people can be there.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful event.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome, and thanks for being here. This is great.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, this is Debbie Crawford, and you need to check out this event and see if it's something you would be interested in. I think you'd enjoy it. So try to make it out. Thanks for watching.